Coming.
I don't know why it annoys me that it does that. I don't know when it's time. Hey everybody, it's me, the Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. It's Monday night and this is Twisted Stitches. We are so glad that you are joining us here on this chilly, frosty Monday here in Connecticut. And we've got a great little show planned for you tonight because we have our Cozy X knit along coming up, and I've gotten started on my sweater, and I've actually gotten a couple of requests or questions along the way. So, I always think that I always take these things as great opportunities to help everyone when someone asks a question. So tonight we're going to be doing a little bit of a demo on a couple of the different stitches that are in this sweater. And by the way, if you're doing the knit along with us, thank you so much. We have had great response and it's just been fun. I think we have 11 people who are doing this sweater. So welcome aboard. We're going to get started on Thursday, and there's still time if you're interested. We're having a grand time with it. So, Paul, who's with us tonight before we get going into the deep of the show?
All right, Oreo just stepped on the keyboard here, so hold on a second. Make sure he doesn't knock us off the show. Okay, Antoinette Kellum says hi, and Maria Brandt says hi. Jillian Goldrich, hello, guys, and Julia Johnson-Roy, hello, hello, hello. Sylvia Wilson, hi. And a Wonder Boy sighting, the Wonder Boy himself, Bryce Wonders is in the house, says hello to everyone. And Donna Nahajlo, hello, everyone. Marianne Murray Summers, sounds like a TV actress, no?
Doesn't she?
Yeah. Hello from chilly Reading, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And all the way from the Cape, our friend Darren Showers, hello from the Cape Cod. And Lorraine Schiller says hello, all. Julie Denny Stark.
My goodness, we have lots of folks watching.
Reminds me of those great socks I just got.
Oh, yes. Oh.
And all the way from Eureka, California, it's Rita Johnson Cotterman. Says hello, everyone. And not too far behind Rita Johnson Cotterman, I'm sure, is a Doug Cotterman. Yarn it. Beverly Reiser, very cold here also. And Mary Brinkman says hello. Dina Justice is doing the show justice by saying hello, friends.
Hello.
Linda Newcomb, hello from Bay City, Michigan. And Anna Maria Milani says good evening. Rita Johnson Cutterman, can't wait to cast on.
Cool.
Beth Ann Wilkes says good evening. And Leslie Welsh Flaherty says hello.
Hello.
Kathleen Bray, Redwood Valley, sunny and 60 plus degrees. Not here.
Makes me wonder why I live in New England.
Sylvia Watson, hello from Florida. And Patricia Spahoy, everyone.
Well, hello, and hello. My goodness, thank you all for joining us tonight. There are so many things we're going to be talking about. First, I want to start off not by showing Oreo. Paul. When I'm in a very important part of the show, no matter when it is, Paul has a way of interrupting my thoughts, my words. And then when I need him to say something, he's making hand signals to me like this, like I'm supposed to know what this means when he's signaling that I should be saying something, but he doesn't want to interrupt me. Well, that's a good time to interrupt me. Anyway, starting off, thank you for the hearts. My goodness, our hearts are overflowing here. People are delivering each day. I'm meeting people to get hearts for the kids in Kentucky. If anyone is knitting and crocheting hearts, send them on over. We are going to be shipping those all off very soon, but you still have time because we wanted to give the folks time, of course, to settle back in. And I'm sure the kids are in some sort of school by now, whatever that makeshift school may happen to be. And so we've finally gotten some connections, thanks to Mary Brinkman, out there in Kentucky, who we will be working with to get those hearts off to them. So cute little hearts, and maybe before the show is out, I'll have an opportunity to run up and grab some and show them to you. Yes,
and
Paul.
locally, Nancy McClellan Ball. Good to see you both today.
Thank you,
Definitely,
Nancy. Thank you for the hearts.
Robin Horrigan Hetrick.
Oh, hi, Robin. It's good to see you, although I can't see you.
Gloria Hamilthy says hello, and Mary Brinkman, 20 cent from Nebraska today.
Yay, yay. Thank you so much. So let's see, what shall we start with?
Oreo?
Oreo? No. Oreo has already had his moment in the spotlight. Let me see. I want to make sure that we have enough people on to do this little demo, and I think we probably do.
We have 40.
Okay, yeah, I think that's probably a good number for those of you who are wanting to see this demo. So let me tell you a little bit about this cute little Cozy X sweater. If at first you don't succeed, try again. I'm a firm believer always in taking things one step at a time. And this is an easy sweater in that it's knitted in the round. You have raglan sleeves. It's knitted top down. There's no seaming. That does not mean that it doesn't have that you don't have to work at it. So every pattern has its own little idiosyncrasies. This pattern is very, very well written, but you've got to pay attention. So those of you who are going to cast on with us this week, my suggestion is, if you've received your yarn, I think it's a really great idea to cast on, and we're going to practice. If you have yarn that you can cast on with, that's a scrap yarn, do that, because then you'll be able to practice some of the stitches that you're going to be doing in the pattern. So let me show you how it's coming so far. We're using Moonshine by Juniper Moon Farm. I love the little detail in the collar. So it's a funnel neck, and you're just, this is its own little ribbing design, really sweet. And then when you get down, so we're done with the ribbing, and then you've got your increases, which can be a little bit challenging, but we're going to work on those together. And then you're starting to work your shoulder. So you can see, and I wanted to get enough of this done for those of you who are participating in the knit along to be able to get an idea of a concept of what that puzzle is going to shape up to be. Because sometimes when you're just increasing stitches and adding, you're not sure you're doing it right. So just so you know, you've got your shoulder increases on the outside, and then this is how your shoulder increases go inside, and then your raglan design is on the outside of each one. So you've got, this is one shoulder here, and then your other shoulder here, and that's your center front.
Julie Denny Stark wants to know, do you knit a gauge swatch first?
Absolutely, Julie. Here's my gauge swatch. Knit it in the round, because you're going to be knitting your project in the round. What I did was I used the smallest circular needle I had. I cast it on so that I could work in that circle, and I knitted my swatch from there. And then we talked about this last time on the show. You measure your 4 inches once you're done. Whoops, you set a marker here, you measure your 4 inches, you set the other marker, then you count your stitches in between. So if you have some scrap yarn, why not cast on with scrap yarn so that we can practice these stitches. So I'm going to show you what this calls for is left lift increases and right lift increases. So you're increasing in 2 different directions so that you get this design and everything flows going in the same direction on each side of your increases. So your shoulder seams never move. This is where your increases happen. So if you're knitting along and you think you're in here for an increase, you're wrong. You're in the wrong place. Your increases are only happening out here in the body and in the other shoulder. So let's come around to the chair. Oh, look who's in the chair. Are there any questions, Paul, from the team out there?
Hey, oh.
Hey, Oreo. I'm sorry, sweetheart, but
You're
I'm going to have to
buddy.
disturb you.
Hey, oh.
Come on. Oh, I know. I'm so sorry. Okay. So.
Sorry, Al.
We're going to.
Oh, you got to move.
Who, me or the?
Oh.
Okay. So do you want to get behind me so they can see over my shoulder?
No, I'm liking that thinking.
Yeah. Yeah. If they can see over my shoulder, that's the best thing to do. So we're going to let me get this over here. So you do your increase here, and then I'm going to knit along to the next increase. So your increases happen on the inside of this shoulder. So let me show you here. So I get to the marker. And you have what's called a left lift increase and a right lift increase. So we're going to come here and I'm going to show you a left increase. What you're going to do is you're going to take 2 rows down. So this is the stitch on your needle. You're not going to lift this one. That's 1 row down. You're going to go 2 rows down, and you see what I'm doing? I'm lifting the stitch, hence the lift. Oh, I've got to go one. No, I got to go 1 more stitch. Oops. Okay. So we're going to go 2 rows down. 1, 2, lift the stitch from back to front. And then you're going to knit in the back of the stitch. That is your left increase. Now here, I have to do my raglan. So the instructions tell me to purl, knit, purl. And then I'm going to do a right lift increase. When you do the right, you're going to your left needle and you're going right below the stitch that's on the needle. So I'm going to borrow the loop from here and I'm going to lift it from the back to the front. I'm going to put it on the needle, on the left needle. Now you see I've got the loop from the other stitch there, but this is my new loop and I'm going to knit it. Oops, I'm going to knit it in the front. And then I knit the stitch that came after it. And so that is your left increase and your right increase. So now I've got to go across the front of my sweater because my next increase comes here at the next corner. So it's on the edges where you're doing at your shoulder seams where you're doing your increases. So your left lift, you pick up the yarn from the right needle, and on your right lift you pick up your yarn from the left needle. And I know that seems a little odd. Once you get to the actually doing it in the sweater, it will make sense. As a matter of fact, I can promise you that it wasn't the increases, the left lift or right lift that gave me a hard time. It was getting my count right in the beginning. So, and that was my own fault. You've got to pay attention with this pattern in the very beginning when you're going from your neckline to your to the body of the sweater. Questions any there?
Rita Johnson Cotterman, thank you for the demo. You're double once I get going. Very, very doable once I get going.
Oh yeah, no, you're gonna be fine. You will be fine. We're gonna take time. I think what we're gonna do on Thursday.
Marissa FH says hello all.
Hi, Marissa. I think what we're going to do on Thursday is we're going to start by going through a couple of demos. And that's what I'm saying. If you have some scrap yarn, you've got some markers hanging around, I think it's a really smart idea to do some practicing. So we're coming back. We're coming up on our next increase. And I just know now that, you know, when I start with a left increase. And when I get to the end, I have a right increase. So here, I'm going to do a left increase. So remember now, left increase, we're lifting from the left, lift. We go 2 rows down, pick up that corner from back to front, and then knit it in the back of the stitch. And then we knit our stitch, and then we do our purl, knit, purl. And I want to check something. Hold on 1 minute. My purl, knit, purl. Yes. I wanted to make sure I was doing a right lift at the end. So I do my purl, knit, purl. I move my marker. Now I'm going to do a right lift with my right needle. I'm going to pick up just below that stitch that's on the needle. You can see what I'm doing right there. I put the stitch on my left needle. I'm supporting this stitch so that I don't lose it. And then you knit from front to back. And then you knit your stitch. And that's your left lift and your right lift increases. So they're really quite simple once you get the swing of it. So there you have it. So now I'll go across here just to show it to you one more time because we have our shoulder. So now you can see what's happening is as I'm increasing, as I'm doing those left lifts and right lifts, the shoulder started here with just these few stitches. And each time you do your increases, your shoulder is shaping and getting wider and wider. And you'll do that until it reaches a certain point, and that's when we go to the next step. Any comments there, Mr. Paul? Nope. Questions? Okay, good. Good. Okay, so now I'm going to do my left lift with my left needle, 2 rows down, lift that stitch, knit in the back.
Rita Johnson Cotterman, what makes it Raglan? Raglan
is this design. A raglan has the split in your shoulder. Does this have it? Yeah, this has a raglan sleeve shoulder as well, or raglan sleeve. It's that design that shapes the shoulder without having to knit a separate sleeve. So you can have a raglan sleeve, which is this design. Let me show you. We have a raglan sleeve there. This is called a set-in sleeve here, where your sleeve is created separately and then set into the actual garment there. I can thank my mom for that. There's a dolman sleeve. Dolman sleeve is when you have that little, it kind of hangs down here and you've got a little, like a little wing there. This sweater here, let's take a look at
Hold
this
on
one.
a second. Nancy Robertson, will this video be available to review later? And the answer is yes, because it always lives on the internet. As a matter of fact, I'm going to rip this small demo piece out of it and create another video, which I'll then post a link to on the page.
Perfect. And all our shows live on Facebook, but they also live at KnittyGrittyYarnGirl on YouTube.
And so if you go to YouTube and you put in Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, all one word, if you put them in as 4 separate words, you'll get somebody else. So you've got to put them all in as one word, Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. And you can find any of our videos right there. Any of our Monday night shows are all there. So yeah, one of our goals this year is to do more demo videos and get those out there on YouTube. So this sweater here,
Karen Will says crochet is my go-to. Someday I'll learn to knit.
Yeah, I would say you would have a good time. So this sweater is set in, but you can see that the sleeve is set in. I'm looking to see, making sure.
Rita Johnson Cotterman. Oh, okay. Thank you for the show and tell. I learned by seeing.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And we're going to do a lot of that on the knit along. Absolutely. So that one, and then we have you have a saddle shoulder here where your shoulder comes all the way from the top of your sweater, and you have this little saddle or block that the sleeve goes, gets put in that way. So there's a lot of different ways to create sleeves and put them into a garment. And doing a top down raglan sleeve is a really nice way to for an introduction to knitting sweaters, and B, it's an easier way to do it most of the time for people who are a little leery of seaming. Seams are easy once you get to it. It's really, I just finished seaming the whole Whitney shawl. That little tiny border had to get seamed all the way up, and it was actually, I enjoy it.
Darren Showers shared the link to your YouTube channel. Thank you, Darren. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So that's a little demo on that.
Seems easy enough.
Oh, you're funny. No seams. Just like this, the campsite pullover. I decided to wear this because Gina Bates was knitting it, and she was having some questions, and I wanted to wear it to show her the length of it. But then again, I'm a little bit shorter than Gina Bates is. So I'm thinking if it's coming down this far on me, it's probably going to be up here on Gina when she's done with it. She's quite a bit taller than I am. So
Mary Brinkman, really running behind this year. Can I really still join the knit along?
Oh, you absolutely can, because what we're doing, we're going to meet on Thursdays and Saturdays. So you've got 2 opportunities, and there are people who are still waiting for their yarn because some of the people had to order the yarns for them. So we're just going to keep going. If we have to go an extra week because people haven't gotten their yarns, we'll go an extra week. We're fine. If it all works out perfectly, we find a way to make it work. So, okay. So that's that. Those of you who were asking all about the Maryland Sheep and Wool Festival.
Road trip.
I just loved creating that, the little graphic for that, the little girl on the sheep. It just reminds me of all of us getting together and having a grand time. So that is up there on the website. Couple of things. If you're interested in joining us, please get that information, get the registration in, because we have a limited time to make this happen. And also the rooms are limited as well. So we've gotten some registrations already, and I appreciate that. And thank you so much. And whoever can make it, we're going to have a blast, and I'm looking forward to it. So the link is on the link was put up the other day. And if you just put Maryland Sheep and Wool in our search parameters, you'll find it. Yes, Paul.
Mary Brinkman says thank you. And Julie Denny Stark, my yarn arrived today. Thank you.
Oh, that's great.
Mary Ann Murray Summers, I already signed up.
Yes,
and
you
Kelly Kohlhofer
did.
plan to do it this weekend.
Perfect.
Antoinette Kellum coming to my neck of the woods.
Yay. So maybe we'll see you there.
Yeah.
So, and join us. You don't have to stay at the hotel to be part of our, of our group. You can sign up, because the hotel is totally separate. So you can sign up for the camaraderie piece of it, And then you can drive, so the camaraderie is all of us gathering on Friday afternoon. We have a room that we're all going to meet in on Friday afternoon. We'll have dinner. So we have it from 2:00 on. So we are going to meet there on Friday. We're going to, kind of all meet up. We have dinner Friday night. We've got a beautiful buffet breakfast on Saturday. You'll spend as much time as you want at the festival, because that's all on your own as well. My goodness, the tickets are only $5 to get into to go to the Fiber Festival. Parking is free. Then we'll come back. We'll start gathering again at around 3, but you don't have to come back until dinner, when we leave for dinner at 6:30. And we've got a great little restaurant nearby that we're going to be having dinner at. So where our goal here was to bring people together. This is not it's not a retreat. It's just a gathering of folks who all wanted to do the same thing. So I took on the opportunity or I should say the responsibility of putting it all together for everybody.
Road trip.
And oh yeah, by the way, Paul is coming too.
Woohoo! Dina Justice, I'm going. And Dina, just so you know, I had some yummy pum the other day.
My husband and Dina's husband happened to be from Sister Islands. No, Suriname. He's from Suriname. Right. But Paul's mom was Surinamese, right, from Suriname. So they have a what do we call that?
Bond.
A bond.
James
Bond?
James Bond.
You have a bond when it comes to food.
Baked, not stirred.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Let me tell you, sometimes some of those foods just way too much for me. But you know what? I cook Italian. Paul cooks Caribbean. It's okay. It works for both of us.
And Indonesian.
And Indonesian. Well, it's kind of no, it's not Caribbean. No. It's a whole different place.
No.
It's a whole different place.
No. That's like saying Taco Bell is Mexican food. It's not.
Well, for some people it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No. Dina doesn't like pum either. She says, "Ew, Paul."
Ew, no, I know. Kind of, we kind of do the green face, right? The green emoji when we see the
know what you're missing.
No, we do know what we're missing, and it's perfectly fine with us that we miss it. Every time I see it, it just reminds me of.
I got 2 more in the freezer ready to go.
Yes, you do. And enjoy it. How many calories in one piece of pum?
Oh, 866.
That's like almost my whole day's worth of calories.
But well worth it. Antoinette Kellum, what weight for the yarn?
The yarn for the Cozy X yarn is a worsted weight for that pattern. And we're using Moonshine. So this is the yarn we're using. Right here, we have a wide variety of colors available, and
that's just some of them, or what?
This is what from that
all the colors
from the gray, and then across here, and then the next row, and there are more colors available on the website. These are the ones that I have in stock. All the colors that are on my website are colors that can be ordered. I was very, very careful to put up only colors that are available at the time, because there are some that are not in and we just don't know when they're coming in. So rather than get somebody excited and then have to say, we don't have that one, we decided to, I went through painstaking effort to make sure we had the right ones.
I'll take supply chain issues for $500.
Yeah. Hey, it is what it is. So we got brioche class starting tomorrow night.
With Pam, right?
Right, with Pam Grushkin. So from 6 to 8, we're going to meet with Pam. Let me show you my colors. I still haven't decided. So maybe you can help me. So we have brioche, and with brioche, you've got that kind of like a double ribbing. So it's reversible. So I'm going to use the Mirasol, and I don't know, I might do these colors. My ski jacket is this color. So I thought I might do these two or these two. I love all these rich colors. And then there's also this purple and green. So I'm not sure. It's the orange and the blue. Just so many gorgeous colors of Ben. He's so funny. I have a bag of yarn here
That's all in bags. Everything is covered and clean. And Ben loves to jump in the bucket in the bag and sleep on the bags of yarn.
Hey, Ben. Ben, what's going on, boy? Say hi to your public, Ben. Say hi, Ben.
So let me tell you the one other thing that's happening. Remember all those great yarns that came in the other day?
Oh, the unboxing.
Oh my God, we did the unboxing the other day. And I want to show you the shawl that we are going to be doing. And this is not till February, but you know, if you're interested in the shawl without a knit along, or you want to get your stuff early, I'm gonna have my pictures because I'm really excited to do this. We're starting our sample this week. Thank you, Pamela Rose.
Karen Wills shared to my yarn friends tonight.
Thank you, Karen.
Rita Johnson Cotterman. Ben is so sweet.
He is sweet. He's a sweet little boy. Where'd my picture go? Hold on a second. I'm moving too fast. I'm trying to go too quickly. Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Dina Justice, KGYD, Nitty Gritty Yarn Dog.
So this is the gem. What was that?
KDYG,
KGYD.
Nitty Gritty Yarn Dog.
That's Ben. And then we have KGYC, the Kid Nitty Gritty Yarn Cat. So this is the gem shawl. And I do love this really pretty border on here. This is a pattern that's going to be available just to Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl for a period of time. It was designed by Whitney Terrell. And so we're working together to come up with, we worked together to come up with this great design. And then, hello. So these were the yarns that we had that we unboxed the other day, along with some other colors that we have. And so we've got folks are jumping on this like you would not believe. And so I just want to show you, because you've got to do with this kit, it's 1 speckle and 2 tonals. So for example, I'm going to take a bright one. And so we've got, this could be your speckle, and then your tonal can be this and this. How pretty that is. So what I love about the shawl is that you've got your speckle is oops, here he goes. Your speckle is just kind of whoopsie, in you can see where you've got a nice, you're working your speckle in a nice big piece and then offsetting it throughout with your tonals. So you've got, and you can mix them any way you want, because you'll need 1 skein of each yarn to do this. And I love how you get down to the bottom here and you get to really show off the tonal colors that you're using in there. So I really liked this combination for here. So I have had such a fun time this weekend with folks calling and putting together their kits. And what we've done on the website is we've just put all the colors up there. You can choose if you can pick them that way, or you all know you can call us and we'll work with you to put together a kit. Yes.
Rita Johnson Cotterman, I have a new song for the gem shawl. Killing me softly with your yarn. Sideways laughing face emoji.
With your yarn.
Antoinette Kellum, yay, I finally made it to the live show. And Antoinette Kellum said, oh, no, wait a minute. I goofed that up. The line moved faster. Antoinette Kellum says, can we use that yarn for a sweater?
This yarn, this is a superwash. This is a hand-painted superwash wool. So absolutely you can use this yarn for sweaters. It's a great yarn. It's a fingering weight. So it's going to be, you're going to have a small needle, but yeah, absolutely. There's lots of great sweaters. As a matter of fact, hold on a minute.
And my road trip buddy, Jenny Giacomini, says, yay, I finally made it to the live show.
Oh, hi, Jenny. So some of the patterns that came in with these yarns, just to give you an idea, this is Huasco sock is what these are. This is the speckle ones are called Huasco sock. So here's one pattern. This is a really pretty, this is crocheted, is it? Yes, this is a crocheted shawl. It's called the Gale Scarf. And this takes 2 hanks. So that's that one. Then pretty, this is the kettle dyes. So that's these. But they're interchangeable, totally interchangeable. Isn't that cute? So the scarf takes 2 hanks and the hat takes 1. Pretty design on that scarf. Really nice. So that's another pattern that came in. It's a pretty little shawlette.
Out of Kenya.
And this takes 2 hanks. The Alani shawl. And is that one? That's a knitted one.
Did you say Alani Maria?
No, not Anna Maria Milani. You thought I wasn't going to catch that. I knew just what you were thinking. So this one's really pretty too. This is called the Rosewood Chalet. So yeah, there's just so much. My goodness gracious. Pretty hat and fingerless mitts. And here's a pullover. Antoinette, you were asking about that. There's a pretty little pullover. It's got some lace on the sleeves, a pretty neckline there. Really, it's pretty. It's called the Lena pullover. It takes from 3 to 5 hanks of yarn, and your needle sizes are 3 and 4. And then socks. So
those socks.
There's a whole variety of other things that you can do with these yarns. So the yarns will be on the website as well.
Antoinette Kellum says pretty.
Yep. So right now the kit is there, but the yarns are there, will be there as well. So that's what we've got. Any other questions and comments there from the group?
No, I think they're anxiously awaiting.
I know. I'm a little behind getting the knitting the prizes out because I was a little bit sick over the holidays, but I'm good now. Everything is fine. I'm back to normal. And so I have 2 people, I think, Donna and Gloria, who are waiting.
Julie Denny Socks. Socks!
Yeah, look, Julie. Look, Julie. We cheated. Socks already made. Yay. And Paul loves them. Are you wearing them, honey?
Am I wearing them? What do you think?
I think probably. Wow. He was so excited when I put a pair upstairs for him. He's like, are those for me?
Yeah, we need 2 more.
You need 2 more?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. Ben, what are you doing?
Julie Denny Sark, nice.
What are you doing, buddy? Well, they're not like you would make them, Julie. That I can promise you. But they are lovely, and they work great in a pinch. Go ahead, bud.
Ben wants to go see his brother. Go ahead, Ben.
Go ahead. Go see Julio. You need help? Come here. Come here. Ben, come. Ben. What are you looking at your dad for? Come here. Look at him. I'll tell you what Ben did one time when he was a puppy. We had an aquarium. We had just gotten an aquarium. We got the whole thing set up. And of course the dog, I had 2 dogs at the time. And so they're like walking around. My older dog was not as curious as Ben was. So we put Lily up there and she just kind of looked inside and she didn't care about it. As soon as we took Ben and we put him over the water, he started doggy paddling like he was in the water swimming. So, hey, buddy. Hey, bud. Okay, you go sit with your brother. Go ahead. All right. He's just a little antsy, isn't he?
All right, who wants the win? Who wants the win?
Thank you, everybody, for sharing all these great things. Oh, look at that. Oh, Pamela Atkins.
Pamela Rose Atkins, you're our lucky winner this evening.
Woo. Okay, that's cool. Very, very cool, Pam. Thank you so much. Thanks for being with us. Yes, Paul?
I hear pointing.
Marissa FH. Oh, yes. Ready-made socks. Can't knit socks. Oh, yes, you can.
Well, you can just take these and take the banner off them.
Karen Wills, look warm. They are warm and cozy. And Kathleen Brave, very nice, Paul. Karen Wills, all of us, LOL.
All of you want to win. That's right. We can only pull so many names each time.
Donna Hodglow, congratulations, Pamela. Julie Jenny Stark, yay, Pam.
Well, everybody, thank you so much for an amazing night. What, Paul?
Patricia Espejo, good night, all. Thanks for the knitting tips. And Linda Newcomb, forget to tell you I shared this video in the beginning.
Oh, okay.
For next time. And Darren Showers, congrats, Pamela Rose Atkins.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. I'm glad you enjoyed the tips. I hope that you got a little bit of an education from that. And remember, we'll let you know when it's up there on YouTube. And thank you so much for joining us. We love you all. Stay safe. Good night.